let me start with the simple job number one, if I can use that expression, of measuring retention. And there's this issue called survivor bias, which is, and again, the academic style of referencing the papers and all that. But let's assume that you're trying to measure retention, and how's your company doing on retention? So it turns out that you acquire customers in two ways. Organically, which means they come to you because they're looking around, they see you organically, on the web, or they learn in some other way, and they come to you naturally. And let's say those customers have a retention rate of 90% and per period, and that's constant over time. Okay, so their retention doesn't change, they're just very high, they're into you. Then you get the promotional people who've come into your company because of a promotion, special promotion that you ran, some sort of discount or incentive. Now those people are coming in, but your retention rate with them is only 40%, and that stays constant over time. So look at the progression of these customers over time. So let's say you acquired 1,000 customers in total. 300 were organic, 700 were promotional, and so over time the organic people melt away, but you lose only 10% of them each period. So the 300 become 90% of that is 270, 90% of the 270 is 243. You fill that down. Then the promotional people, well, you're losing 40% of them every period, so the 700 becomes 280 and so on. You then can add across, and so in the second month you have 550 customers, and you can calculate that retention rate. 550 divided by 1,000 is 55%. So what happens over time if you do this? What you find is that your retention rate is going up. Now, what can happen is you start patting yourself on the back. We're doing a fabulous job, in customer retention. Look at the customer retention is going up. All it is a survivor bias. What's happening over time is that the promotional people melt away, and all you have left that's dominating your customer base are these people who really do like you. And the math is not incorrect. I mean, those are your retention rates, but it's in the interpretation that's really difficult. And it looks at, if I'm just a manager and I'm just looking at I'm monitoring retention over time, I see it's increasing, I think it's great. But it simply could be the function of the types of customers you're acquiring, and this survivor is lasting longer and therefore making you look good.
Scott, isn't it more realistic that you would maybe retain people on the promotional side, 40% year one, but then year two you probably would retain 60% of the ones that stayed at year two, and probably 80% of the ones at year three.
Yeah, that's actually an issue that's up for debate, and to disentangle whether individuals are actually changed, individual retention rates are changing, or whether it's kind of like this combination.
For 3 years, you probably got them.
Yeah, I think certainly there's some of that. For the first renewal, think about a subscription to Hulu or something like that. Your first renewal, you're going to get a huge drop off, whether they're promotional or not, and then from then on. But I have to say, a lot of the work that's been done actually finds that the retention rates at the customer level are actually fairly constant, and that if you're able to disentangle both the channel through which they're acquired and the cohort group, that explains a lot, and a constant retention assumption actually often isn't that bad, which to me is actually amazing. Not my personal work, but I know other people doing it.